Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. We got some big news this Thursday night as Jaiden Ausberry, a top 10 player in the state of Louisiana, a top 150 player according to 24/7 Sports Composite in that 2023 high school recruiting rankings, commits to Notre Dame. I love talking about this when I'm talking about commits, but if I were a top-notch athlete in high school, which I was not even close to when I was in high school, I was 5'7", 150 pounds. But if I was, and I was deciding where I wanted to go play football, and I could go anywhere, Marcus Freeman and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish would be right up there. I mean, Marcus Freeman and what he's doing with this class and how charismatic and just an overall beauty that he is, I would want to go play for him. And you're seeing that in this 2023 class as Notre Dame is absolutely dominating the 2023 class. Guys, before we get into the player and what this means for the program, just wanted to say thank you guys for all the support. Again, it's a blast. I love talking ball with you guys in the comment section. I love making the videos, and it seems like you guys are liking it. So if you guys do enjoy the content, consider subscribing, liking the video, and then leave your thoughts in the comment section. Again, I love talking ball with you guys. It's been a blast. Let's start talking a little bit about the player here. Jaiden Ausberry, if you turn on his high school highlights, what jumps right off at the tape is how good he is in space, and that's one of the most important skill sets a modern linebacker at the college football level needs to do. You look at the best linebackers in the country, they can all tackle very well and close the distance. And that's what Jaiden Ausberry does extremely well. He's very good in space. He's a little bit undersized, but you'd expect him to kind of put that weight on as he gets out of his senior year of high school and gets into the program as a freshman. I think he's going to play a more traditional Mike linebacker spot, but I could certainly see him more of a rover hybrid between that safety linebacker spot. But I really do think he's going to put on that weight and play more of that traditional linebacker spot. And again, what you love even more, I mean, he's a very good athlete. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say he's an elite athlete. He's a good athlete. That's why he's a top 150 prospect. But what really jumps out at you and something that you really can't teach is the instincts that this guy has. I mean, it's next level for a high school kid. First step is really, really good. Diagnosing plays, working through traffic, and making tackles. This dude is always around the football. He can do a variety of different things, blitzing off the edge, blitzing through the A-gap, carrying tight ends through the secondary. He checks a lot of boxes. He's a very good athlete, but he has very, very good instincts. What I want to do now is take a look at what Notre Dame is doing. And one other thing you got to know is what state did they poach this kid from? Louisiana and Brian Kelly's area, the LSU area. And so it's another massive win for Marcus Freeman. You take a look at this class. We talked about Marcus Freeman and what he's doing at the high school recruiting level is these guys just want to play. If you're one of the best players in the country, you want to go play for Marcus Freeman and what he's doing. You saw the reaction when he was named head coach. He's a player's coach, and players love playing for him. They want to play for him, and you're seeing that in the 2023 recruiting rankings. What else I want to note is this is very, very big for there's been some negative news on the 2023 high school recruiting trail for Notre Dame recently as Peyton Bowen taking visits to Oklahoma, Keon Kelly picking up steam to go to Alabama potentially, and having some positive news and getting another player in this class is massive. Give Notre Dame a little bit momentum to kind of finish the deal on some of those top commits and maybe add one more. But regardless, it's really hard to argue that Marcus Freeman in his first year of fully recruiting isn't the right man for the job. He clearly is. If you're a Notre Dame fan, you feel absolutely great about Marcus Freeman and where you guys are at in the program. I don't even like Notre Dame that much, but it's hard not to like Marcus Freeman and what he's doing with the program, bringing in top talent. He's proven to develop this talent, and I'm really excited for what Notre Dame has in the future. And that was what BK said was his biggest problem in Notre Dame is he couldn't bring in the talent necessary to win a national championship. Hey, guess what? Marcus Freeman is doing exactly what Brian Kelly could not do. Brian Kelly was a good coach, but if Notre Dame's going to the next level and cracking that national championship game, winning a national championship, Marcus Freeman is clearly the guy for the job, in my opinion. You could tell that with the first 6 months of his tenure there. Guys, wanted to keep it short for you. Hope you guys all have a good Thursday night. Appreciate you checking us out again. If you like the content, consider subscribing to the channel. We appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to y'all later.